This is Joe Pugh for IFLTV. We are here in Hull ahead of GBM's kind of bringing big time boxing back to Hull after many, many years since the Tommy Coyle days, the Luke Campbell days. IZZY, how are you, mate?
Yeah, good, mate. Good to be here. Never put a show on around this end of the world, but yeah, Hull, we're here. Some big names. I remember watching Tommy Coyle, Luke Campbell, Curtis around this manner. Yeah, so good to be in Hull, back in Hull.
Yeah, look, how important was it for you to keep this show on after the Galway pull?
Yeah, extremely important. Look, you heard the story about Brad Ray and Shakan Peters, how hard it was. Important just to get it on. I want to get this belt on. I've been on the edge all week thinking he said nothing, don't get a phone call telling us anybody's not well or something's not happened. It's freaking hard work sometimes to promote, but yeah, we want to get it done Saturday night with relief. Friday, once the weighing's done, you know you've got a fight on, ready to go.
After the Doncaster show, which was such a big success, great night, great fights, was it a bit of a blow not to be able to go back-to-back stadiums?
Yeah, of course. Look, that's the intention. We invested money into there, going there for obviously reasons it didn't happen, but we're here. The great thing is we've got this quality top of the bill. This is a cracking card. This is a cracking fight. Shakan Peters, Brad Ray, British dust up, very closely matched, split opinions in the boxing world. Yeah, it's a good. I'm glad it's done. I'm ready to go in Hull and showcase another good DAZN, another GBM show live on DAZN.
Yeah, look, we spoke to both main event fighters now, and kind of a sense of relief, but a sense of we're not there yet. We don't want to jinx anything, and we are just 48 hours away, but just important that everything goes well. And yeah, look, it's 99 times out of 100 this fight goes ahead, but this title in this weight division has been a little bit jinxed lately, hasn't it?
Yeah, look, I seem to think I've had so many kind of tests and adversity as a promoter for only this our 17th ever show. It's crazy. You think I've been in the game for a long time and we've had so many pullouts, last minute hiccups, you know.
A few more grey hairs? Or?
Yeah, just a little few more. I can't believe I've got no greys in my head yet. This will so be great. This game's mad. It's
what hair dye is it?
No hair dye. No fucking hair dye, mate. You cheeky bastard.
Let's talk about Shawn McComb.
Yeah.
Look, 14 months out after, which was widely seen by by everyone who knows boxing as one of the biggest robberies against Arnold Barboza Jr. He's named names like Dalton Smith, Adam Azim, Pierce O'Leary. These are the fights that you want as a promoter, and these are the fights that get every fight fan kind of excited about.
Of course, listen, he wants everybody in that 140 division. But like I said, he's got to get past Saturday night. He's been a bit in inactivity. Got to get back in the mix. I think sometimes fighters, when they're not in the mix, not having a fight off out of action, they almost get forgotten about. So Shawn McComb has been back in the mix with these guys. Yeah, he wants all these guys, but let's get past Saturday night, and then I'm sure the 140 division's got some great fights for Shawn McComb, but I don't know how many's going to be queuing up for him. That's the only issue.
Yeah, to be honest, I spoke to him at your Doncaster show, and he said he understands that he's in the Who Needs Him club.
Yeah.
So it's about now, you and him and kind of his new management team, to knock down those doors and make sure he is in those opportunities.
Yeah, my job as a promoter is position him in a place where they've got no choice but to fight Shawn McComb, make him the man they've come to. And what he said was earlier that he's never had a promotion outfit that's actually backed him and supported him. He's got that with us, GBM on DAZN. We're supporting him, so he's now in the A side. He don't need to go looking for these in the B side. And when it's right for Shawn McComb and his management team, and we decide as a team this is the right fight for him, we'll take the chances then and take the fight then. But at the moment, we're going to not build him again because he's already got the great repetition, but get him winning again, get him in the A side, get him that support, get him that brand back up there again. And then the calls will come for Shawn McComb.
We'll speak about Krauss. He's becoming a little bit of a star boy, and he's not even from these shores. You went over, what was it, last week? Yeah. You went over there, straight back out, and yeah, just continuing to impress.
Yeah, look, sometimes when you talked about so highly, you could put that extra pressure on. But I don't feel like he's going to get overwhelmed by this pressure. I think he almost thrives off it. He wants to be called a star boy. He wants everybody to think he's a future superstar of the game. And they just come with pressure. Ross McGuigan's got nothing to lose. Just be a
big old boy as well, isn't it?
Listen, I didn't realise how big he was. I wouldn't have had the match if I knew he was 6'7". Now listen, Hughie Fury keeps telling me this guy's a superstar of the light heavyweight division. If that is the case, Ross McGuigan, yeah, he's a Southern Area champion. Yeah, he's beat a 17-year-old kid. Gradus has got to get rid of him. Let's see. Pressure's a bit on there. I think he's going to be higher up the card than he's been before. Eyes are on him. You know, there's a lot of talk about this guy. So yeah, let's see how Gradus Krauss performs. But I'm expecting a, exceptional performance. I'm expecting a don't blink kind of fight because he's only coming for one result, and that's a knockout.
Well, tune in Saturday night live on the Zone, the Connecting Live Hull. Just a couple of other things I want to ask you about. Izzy, Hughie Fury off the card. Just explain what happened there.
Hand injury never recovered. So got a call from Peter saying, look, we went for the medicals because that's one of the kind of stipulations with the board where they wanted a clearance from his hand injury, and he weren't able to carry on. He weren't able to spar again. He weren't able to fight, so we had to unfortunately pull off the card. But look, I'm Peter's sick of it. I'm sick of it. He just said to me, "We want the big fights," and that is it.
Is that it now? Big fights.
That is it. Well, look, come on. Let's not kid it. Hughie needs the big fights. We want the big fights. Peter wants big fights. But it's about making them happen now. And obviously he's got the injury. But let's look at some at September. There has been some offers on the table even now with Hughie. Huge offers. Huge British fights, heavyweight. And I think it's a great matchup. But it's not over the line yet. That could possibly happen. But it's got to be a big fight now for Hughie, and he said that to me, Peter, when the news come on the pull out. He said, "Look, Izzy, let's make the big fight now for him. Let's make some fight that's going to really make people stand up. Him wanting to fight, him having to deliver, and not just rocking up." And I think that's going to happen with Hughie Fury.
Yeah, I know you wanted the DILLIAN WHYTE fight. I know he's fighting Moses. DILLIAN WHYTE weren't too happy about you calling him out either, but that's what you got to do, call out the big names, right?
Yeah, look, it's not whether it's DILLIAN WHYTE, whether it's Joe Joyce, whether it's Dave Allen, they're all good guys and I respect what they've done, but my job is to get Hughie Fury to fight, so of course we're going to say, well, these guys will fight. I didn't actually call him out, I just said they're the kind of fight I want.
Yes.
So I don't know where he got misinterpreted on TalkSport and then he starts saying he don't know nothing about the fight. Well, I understand that, but listen, he's trying to protect his brand and he's got a great fight with Moses Atoma, which, credit to him, but of course, I'm a promoter. I'm going to push my fighters out there. I'm going to say, yeah, he should fight Joe Joyce next. Yeah, he should fight Dave Allen next. Of course, that's my job. I'd be a shit promoter if I didn't do that. So yeah, I'm going to call these guys out there. And I do believe he's still mixed at them levels. And I believe it's that kind of fight that's going to really get Hughie up for it and really get me excited and all with Hughie in the fight. Them kind of names. But it's a great division to be in. And he's still there. He's still, well seen by all the governing bodies, and he's a credible force, and he's only lost to the very, very best, hasn't he? So I think Hughie Fury could be in a big fight, but let's see.
Time will tell. Izzy, anything else you'd like to add? Anything else going on in the world of GBM?
GBM, 17th show. You think we've been around for 17 years. This is only our 17th show. We've learned a lot. We're always pushing. There's always always hurdles, always things happening in our world at GBM. Never straightforward. And look, like I keep saying, I dedicate to fighters like Shawn McComb. They commit to me, I commit to them. Gradus Krauss commits to me, I commit to him. It's got to be a two-way thing. It's a tough business. I invest a lot in my fighters, whether it's time, finance, without possibly the biggest budgets in the game compared to other promoters, the bigger promoters. But we don't make that an excuse. We try delivering for our fighters. We try putting them on a good platform, give them the right media exposure. And going forward, that's what it's going to be. I commit, you commit to me, I commit to you. It's as simple as that.
Excellent. Izzy, we look forward to it and we'll catch up with you on Saturday, mate. Cheers. Thank you.